Okay, so I did my Dropbox book study over Wonder, and it's an awesome book. So I couldn't find exactly where to get back to the Dropbox book study instructions. I read it at the beginning of the semester, and it's pretty much just an overview of the book, and I almost want to say how it pertains to this special education class. So with that being said, I'm gonna do my best to try to give an overview and pull out some things that come to mind. Hopefully, I'm on the right track. So Augie is born with this genetic disorder that physically makes him look different than his peers, his other students. He completely is separated because of his physical appearance. So, that being said, we start out by mom homeschooling him at home. She's doing an amazing job. Uh, he's super smart. I mean, all the disabilities that we have been studying about really don't pertain to this to Augie, and he's just a super bright kid. He just has this physical, can I say, this physical appearance disability. So as mom recognizes that he needs to be in this social setting of a public school, they enroll him. When they enroll him, of course, you know, you're going to have your students that are kind of the more popular kids that think that they're better than all the others, and you have Jack Will that is kind of a follower but knows right from wrong or cares about right from wrong. And as they progress through this movie, you see some disciplinary things that the teachers, I can't remember his name, the black guy, um, that he exercises within the classroom that I thought was really cool. He squashes things immediately. He also uses his teacher status within the classroom to encourage Augie and to build him up and to give him some self-esteem and courage, and I thought that was really cool. Tushman, I think, is the principal, and as the movie gets later on, Julian, I think, is the popular kid that I said that kind of was just had a bad attitude, just, you know, did things just to get attention. And Tushman nailed it on the head and gave him that 2-day suspension. And you could tell as he walks out of the principal's office, Julian turns around and truly there's a feeling of remorse from his actions, from all the notes and bullying that he had been doing through the whole school year. And it really touched my heart to read that Julian did have some decency, and he did have some compassion deep down in his heart. And it took an educator with the experience of Mr. Tushman to identify, to handle with care, to exercise compassion on him, even though the parent, mom, and dad really weren't feeling his disciplinary actions, which were really kind of low in my point of view. You know, I think he should have got a little more. But anyway, Tushman handled it with such compassion, and the way he held himself, the way he spoke to Julian, it just made me feel like, man, Tushman really cares. He gets it. So I really don't want to go over time here. As the movie progresses, Augie kind of makes the turning point. You know, he starts hitting the highlights of his education, how smart he is. People start gravitating to him. His humility or low self-esteem cause the other kids to not feel sorry for him, but to say, hey, there's something different about this kid. There's some good in him. So they start gravitating to him, and then at the end of the book, is awesome, man. I mean, all his hard work, all of his humility that he exercised, like during Halloween when Jack Will was downing him and talking about him. Augie could have fronted him right there and destroyed whatever type of relationship that they had, but he didn't. He held on to it, and that humility ended up persevering in the end. And it was just a really good read, and I really